now.
I would have been incredibly happy
Let's do this
never
one.
telling this story, but at the same time, it's one of my
I just want to
favorites
smack this
because it comes
fool.
with a lot of morals.
While I eat, I'm gonna smack this fool. I'm gonna eat while we smack this fool. She was just jelly that her man, that's her man, that's not her man. It's someone else's man. I know, but what I'm saying is that the dude with the dreads that came up, did she send the dude with the dreads to go convince Vanessa to cheat on bro? Excuse me. Is that what happened? I think that's what happened. Because then all of a sudden after that, she started trying to get on bro body. That's what I think happened.
Last story time I made, people kept calling it fake even though I put a lot of video and picture evidence in the story. So I'm looking at that and I'm like, okay, well, I can never tell this one. But at the same time, I'm like, fucking, well, shit, if you can tell a story and put evidence in it and people still call it fake, then there's literally no point in holding back.
Gotta
So
go,
I'm gonna
bro.
tell this story.
I'm see if I can get back
Enjoy.
on though.
All of the previous
Alright, but you
roommates I
good
had in
game.
my apartment moved out.
Ain't no
Some
rush,
of them couldn't
man.
afford to live there. Some of their boyfriends didn't like the fact that they had a guy for a roommate. Some of them, I can't really say why because it's not my story to tell. And don't get me wrong, I genuinely thought most of these people were cool in their own individual ways. So of course I wished
like
them
this
the
art
best
style.
and told them we would always be friends. But I was at my limit with some of these people. Like I said, most of them were really cool at the end of the day, but there were some huge problems that I can realistically say I am not going to miss. Such as having people routinely crash out on me because it's their period and for some reason that gives them the right to be an asshole. Weekly and sometimes bi-weekly drug-induced anxiety attacks. Beefing with their boyfriends because they for some delusional reason think that I want their girls. So like I said, awesome group of people, but even awesome people have problems that make them like extremely not fucking awesome to be around. I do kind of miss them sometimes though. I really wonder what they're up to. I don't know. Maybe if things went a little differently then we could... What the hell was that? One thing that sucks about living alone is there is literally no one to blame all the random noises you hear around your house on. I developed this habit of getting up and leaving the room I was in because I was certain somebody was spying on me. I started unlocking a lot of fears about being in my room animating. Because with me being the only person here, the only person somebody could hurt if they got in here was me.
Give me your ass, nigga. Nigga, you see me looking at you, nigga. Give me your ass, nigga.
And like I said, I still like living alone, but there were just some things that were not worth it. Like the rent is so much more expensive when it's just you paying for it versus you and 3 other people paying for it. It was almost like $2,000 a month. Not to mention at that point, the price of almost everything was going up. I was dangerously close to getting ahead for a car.
The art style is fire on this. The art style is fire on this. I can't lie. That's why I sleep with a knife and a hammer close to my bed in my apartment. I do the same shit. I can't lie. I got shit stuffed away. I got shit stashed in my room. I be on go. I be on go. I'm not gonna lie. He was saying his female roommate was getting like periods and shit. Solid. Big ones. Go do your big ones, little miss. You feel me? Shorty. I know, I get it. Time happens. I'm not gonna lie though. If they start using it as an excuse to crash out on you, gang. I'm not gonna lie, having a female roommate, it must be insane. Having a female roommate must be the most infuriating thing known to man. Cause why you mad at me and I'm not even your man? Why you mad at me? Because I'm sitting here just minding my business. I'll be mad as shit every day. I can't lie, bro. I'll be mad as hell.
Real low point. So after a while of thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, I guess I've had my fun. It's time we get some roommates to fill all these empty rooms. But I didn't want just anybody in here. It was important to me that I maintain my peace this time. So I started scheduling some interviews to look for possible roommates. Out of all the interviews I had, there were 3 people that stood out to me. Fiona, Michael, and Kimmy. And also this other dude that I used to hang out with, but he lost his phone and went AFK right before the interviews. The person I really wanted though was Kimmy. We had known each other for almost a year at that point, and she was also looking to move out of her parents' place.
Oh, he was on her.
But due to what I can only imagine is the way that I look, going against their traditional Asian values,
I'm not gonna lie, why he just looked like the type of nigga that had these art styles. Yo, thank you for the GGs. Thank you for the GG. What do I call those? Just GGs? How do they do it on TikTok? Thank you for the GGs. GG. What is that? Margaritas? Oh, no, numbers. They on 40? Thank you for the 40 numbers, I think. Appreciate it, Gengi.
Did not want her moving in with me. It actually escalated and they ended up calling...
She doesn't want me
And
to
even though
tell.
she couldn't live there, she would come to visit
Shout out
me, like,
Crispy,
almost
man.
every
Thank you very
single
much,
day,
Crispy.
which, in my opinion, makes it like she actually does live there, so I don't really know what her parents were going for. But Fiona and Michael seem like cool people, so the last thing left for them to do was to sign
What is
the
that, a CD?
contract. After that, we shook hands. And, that does not look like they're shaking my hand, bro.
Alright, that look crazy.
For a while, they never really struck me as weird people while they were living there. I always spent most of the day animating. Usually around the time that I wanted to call it quits, Mike would come home from his job with a six-pack. Fiona was always a different case, though. She loved to talk, and I always thought that was really cool about her, but every now and then, she would say some very not PG-13 stuff in the conversation. And me, with the sense of humor that I have, I always thought the shit was hilarious. But Kimmy, on the other hand, did not fuck.
And there's a lot of y'all out there that do this shit. And there's a lot of y'all out there that do this shit. There's a whole lot of y'all out there that say the most outrageous out-of-pocket shit. There's a lot of y'all out there. There is a lot out there. And then they got nerves to be like, just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. Yeah, there's a lot of y'all out there that do this. A whole lot.
Find it to be the most charming. I didn't really care, bro. As long as they were paying their rent, I didn't have any problems with them. Like I said earlier, I'm usually at home animating. One day, I'm sitting at home wrapping up this absolute fucking masterpiece, bro. I got my headphones in, just kind of tuning out the world. But in the corner of my vision,
I know that
can see
exact
Michael
mode
and
he be
Fiona
in,
arguing
too.
about something. But I'm right towards the end of finishing the video, so I don't really care that much. But through my headphones, I can pick up some noticeable buzzwords, such as girlfriend and fucking. So I'm like, okay, let me remove my headphones and pay attention to the conversation that's happening in front of me. And I've been trying to be a little bit more sensitive with my stories. This is a gross fucking topic, but the
damn, hold on. Do I do one of these like a Boondocks character type of vibe? Do I get a character like on some Boondocks shit, like a Boondocks character model or something? Not like fuck a VTuber. I don't care to be no VTuber. Fuck VTuber. So if anybody thinking about that, wipe that shit, scrub it clean from your mind. Fuck VTubers. But I'm talking about as just a character, like not even just to tap in every once in a while. Like, you know, I don't know if y'all know like old Dante, where he had his shit, or like Dashi, how he has his character and shit like that. Do we need one? Do we need one? A Fuego mascot on some Boondocks character? That would be cool. That'd be cool. I'd kind of fuck with that. That'd be kind of fire. I think that'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be fun. That'd be fun to fuck around with. That'd be fun. That dude sound like a good idea. For the simple fact that I want to have like I don't know what y'all think. Yo, thank you for the follow, Crispy. Thank you for the follow. But like peep game, all right? Peep game. Imagine, right? Imagine y'all watching the stream and boom, you feel me? Like little mini Boondocks Fuego walk through the cut. And then like just says, yo, follow, like slaps a follow like sticker on the screen and it just walks away. That wouldn't be fire? That wouldn't be fire? I think that'd be pretty cool. Or like at some point maybe have like the Boondocks Fuego like hang from the top, like drop it from the top or something. I think that'd be fire. I'm not gonna lie, like that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Like have him peek over the top of the screen. I think it'd be cool. I can't lie. Like put a timer on it. I might do it. I might do it. Like a little mini Boondocks Fuego. That's what we'll call him. We'll call him Boondocks Fuego.
YouTube-friendly version of it is Mike was in his room with his girlfriend. Along comes Fiona. Mike, his girlfriend, and Fiona are hanging out. After a little bit of time passes, Mike and his girlfriend start to get a little bit more intimate. Fiona doesn't leave, and for some fucking reason, Mike doesn't tell her to leave. So she just watches them from start to finish. This was the dumbest ever chain of events that anybody has ever told me happened because all of it seemed very easily preventable. So when they tell me what happened, I'm like, haha, you guys had me going. I actually thought you guys were seriously arguing.
They did not laugh.
You guys are kidding, right?
Alright, they did not laugh. That's crazy.
Brother,
But when I found out they were serious, that shit really pissed me off. Because I've been in situations where people live together and they confuse those freedoms of living together with also thinking they should do other things together. And by
What's the name of that? Damn, I
everybody
keep
has
posing. What's the name of that one YouTuber from like back in the 2000s and shit? He used to do this type of stuff with the story times. Y'all know who I'm talking about? What was his name? Toonsy or something? Was it Toonsy? He used to do the animated story times. Toonsy. I think it was Toonsy or something like that, right? Am I tripping? He was a dark skinned dude too. And I think he was bald or something. He used to wear hats. Toonsy. I think it was Toonsy. I'm not sure though. Shit, that's what this remind me of. The story times and the animation. It reminds me of Toonsy's videos. If it's really him, I'm not sure. I gotta find. We'll check it out after.
Delusional idea
Check
about
it out
what
after.
went down, why it went down, who wanted who, and who wanted what. And if you cannot safely live with somebody without crossing those boundaries, and
But
once
that's
you
what he
two
remind
decide
me
to
of.
take that step across that boundary, you're arguing about it later instead of taking responsibility for your part in it. You clearly weren't smart enough to make that decision in the first place.
Facts.
Fiona, you should have left. Michael, you should have told her to leave. Neither of you guys
Damn.
did what you were supposed to do in that situation, so neither one of you was more the good guy and neither one of you was more the bad guy. Stop arguing about it and grow the fuck up. The craziest part is,
Gangsta.
from what I noticed, despite both of them having this argument previously, she still hung out around him religiously, like every fucking day, every second of the day. Besides that, did not even remotely seem like Michael's girlfriend liked Fiona. And I can't speak on their relationship because I'm not in it. Trust me, I understand that. But from the outside looking in, it seemed like one of those do whatever the fuck I say or you won't be my girlfriend by tomorrow type deals. And there's a lot more to it than that, but that's not my story to tell. I did not want there to be any more relationship drama where I lived. One day, me and Kimmy are texting each other and we're furious because she thinks that the MCU Hulk is better. I'm an actual smart person, so I think that the early 2000s Hulk is better. She's like, all right, you know what?
Definitely.
You, I'm coming over right now. We're gonna watch this early.
Which I think? 2000s? 2000s Hulk or MCU Hulk? 2000s Hulk or MCU Hulk? Definitely 2000s Hulk. That's me. I'm not gonna lie. MCU Hulk is too. He's not full of rage no more. 2000s Hulk. Never seen it? You never seen a Marvel movie? Never seen 2000s Marvel? Damn. Personally, 2000s Hulk is better. 2000s Hulk is better. You can't argue that. The reason why is because the 2000s Hulk had rage. When he would rage, he would rage. When he would crash out, he would crash out. The MCU Hulk, he's very calm. Bro is very calm. 2000s Hulk all the way. No doubt. No doubt. 2000s Hulk by a long shot. Bro is dainty. He's very like not that into heroes. MCU Hulk is very like he's smart. He's cool. He's a cool version of the Hulk, but he's not as rageful as the old 2000s Hulk.
2000s movie, and if it sucks, we're fighting. She comes over, we're on the bed sitting down before we actually start watching the movie, and in the middle of talking, she just kind of stops and makes a face. First, I don't know what's wrong with her, but then
he dead ass
started
is
making the same face. Because we both hear these really weird screaming noises that are coming from the next room over from us. We both just laugh it off and keep trying to talk over it, but it is not working because it literally sounds like somebody is dying in the most dramatic way possible. After some time passes, I get a little
But I still
worried,
watch it, I
so
guess. I'm still watching MCU. I'm still watching Marvel movies. I'm gonna watch the new Spider-Man that comes out this year, if it does. I'm gonna watch the Miles Morales. I'm gonna watch the Avengers because they're good movies, but they are watering down the characters. I don't know. They are watering down the characters. I think what they're doing is they're starting to like hand the torch down. I think that's what's happening. They're trying to hand the torch down. Cause look at what happened with Spider-Man. They brought in Tom Holland. I like Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. They got the Miles Morales. They got the new Miles Morales coming out. They killed off Iron Man. They're probably gonna put a new person in Iron Man in the Iron Man seat. They moved him to Doom's to what's it called? Dr. Doom. I think they're just bringing in the new people, like the next generation of Marvel, which is also why they got Captain America also switched out. I think that's what's happening. That's got to be what's happening.
Give her the bowl of popcorn. I get up and I'm like, I'm sorry, one of my roommates must be playing like a game or something right now. I'll go tell him to keep it down. I walk out of my room, into the main hallway, and when I do, I see that Fiona's door is open. I go up to the door to ask her if she's okay, and dude, I'm gonna put it like this, but take it how you will. When you are doing what she was doing, your door should not be wide open, and you should not be that loud. That's all. So I close her door to give her some privacy. Doing that kind of stuff with your door open is disgusting. And that was honestly
she was in there. She was in there flicking it. She was in there flicking it. Oh. Oh, she was in there flicking it.
It was
Okay.
going to suck having to pay almost $2,000 by myself for rent, but you know what? It's better that that fucking happens than for me to have my female friend be subject to this kind of stuff every time she comes over here. So you know what I
Right.
did? Bro, we
Get
can't
out.
just talk about this?
Nah.
Oh, sure you can. All right, man. So where I'm coming at it from is I think, and just like that, the place was back to being quiet. But
Yeah.
it was a different kind of quiet. Because at least this time I learned for sure it's better to be happy by yourself than be miserable in a room full of people. Also, I learned that
That's
Kenny's
facts.
usually right about this kind of shit.
I'm still on their head with my foot on their neck.
That's crazy. What was the one nigga that was doing story time?